Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you, sir, this is all. You know what it means that there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you can call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Leto, my boy! How you doing? Swim much? Oh, Chief Grant, we're pulling for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, really? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean it's an ongoing lake? It doesn't look good having our top prosecutor sitting in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. They're just anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's done like art, I tell you. Did the detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean? They are being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible! Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. Evidence is there. Now, no, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. This is particular. Well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I was expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding some secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detective trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Sorry, I had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Let's see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belongs to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not! Well, except for this. What, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report that's only half complete. Lost item? The detective Goodman do something? They are it's February 24th. We'll make a note of that, just in case. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Wright-o. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Wright-o, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourselves out. This goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and I'll do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my laptop, doesn't it? Just think, a will ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the guy. The evidence room is behind that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! The card reader's turned off, see? What is this security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? Officer Marshal! Does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here is my salute. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That better than a sheriff's badge in parts. Yeah, yeehaw. Well, what are y'all standing there for? Get along, little doggy. Crime scene's raining. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. So, cowboy, I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. That sound reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yes, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? The steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask me anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got the motive from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, What were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the hallway on the back of my steed, Zippy. No, he was riding down the hallway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take it to machines much. Kinda like them stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Mr. Star told us something. He said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a Wahai wrangler on the scene of the crime. It's all gone. Like a drink hole and a parent car. You're still investigating the SO9 incident with the Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books. But it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard that name so many times, but no one tells us what exactly happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence transfers. As if we're talking about the transfers, too. I know what maybe 2 days of machine, maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Ones Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. Security guard, you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the visitor's room, you need an ID card. This card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. This is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen this somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can put that record besides stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? Keep all the evidence from solved cases in this way. They kept him under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake. See? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever and the evidence on board at the country sales department. That's what we call a transfer. We do it every February. I see now. Transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SO9 2 days ago. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground in the park. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshal, search that ID card record again. Look, the 4th number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14 right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the ward. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's what the thing suddenly put a knife at me! If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Got an idea. Maybe I should show this to other people if ID's here. Sheriff's back to the Wild West and placements fake evidence. But the only thing they trusted was the shooting game. This is neither Wild nor West here. Wow, those are two different things entirely. I guess so. I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Quiet. Investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. Well, it is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. It feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Ah! Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please. I look like a selfish man. Heck, if anyone asked if could I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So chief of police Gant. Will own anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was putting in charge of the investigation for today. This for today. Boss for a day. And guess what? You got permission to be the chief. So now you're a boss for a day. First of all, you want to have this. That switchblade knife. I bet Ezra was the most surprised of anyone. Yes, a main connection? That was Mr. Ezra was supposed to be big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Ezra was a man to be feared. Why would evidence in that case turn down? I guess it's not over, pal. There are some loose ends left on that case. Take a glimpse of your boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'd admit, though, I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. I have a locker here. Chief Detective comes too? Ha! Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I always believe in Mr. Edgel, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgel is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgel just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. That's why mine is there, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed that only one detective can open it. Using the ID card. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? I Oh, you mean your fingerprints? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is covered with fingerprints. The only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles. See? Handles. On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap! You get a sock. That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. So even some people on the force don't know about the fingerprint locks. No, that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder. Serial killing. Serial killing? I don't want to get involved in this at all. The killer made a mistake in Mr. Edgeworth's goat in his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and thought the rumor mill was outforce evidence. It's supposed to be all cleaned up with transport the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SO9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence off himself. Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here during the stabbing. Yeah, I heard the rumors, so it was Goodman who came in here to take the murder. Whoa! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! What? Edgeworth had come to the evidence room. Someone must have broken something here to make all those pieces. Doesn't go so perhaps. There you go, pal, making me out to some kind of hooligan. Apparently from the D case. There's some medicine, pal. See the stick on one of the pieces there? The piece of SO9 evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces went before whatever it was broke. You wanna try to put it back together? Good luck, pal. That was no job for amateurs. But I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's alright, I was carrying on the tube of glue. Well, maybe this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Huh? I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? But they were missing to begin with. Still. It doesn't seem like the most stable kind of jar. I don't understand how it got broken. Someone left a glove here. Only one. Maybe you go for making a fusion by an absent-minded detective. I thought that's from Meekins, you know? Yes, I'm attack on it. There must have been one massive pool of blood. I don't see anything like it. Now, Professor, what's your opinion, Detective? Pale blue blood. Hey, Detective. It's actually an alien! There's something really happened in front of this locker. Make a note on the floor plans. Hey, if you want any opinion, you should have asked. Do it. There's someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker. It's mine! It's yours? Please. You have to help me. Then come take me away. Promise me to satisfy that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is true. On the floor, plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? You're a detective! I'm not getting a reaction here. No reason for the murderer to touch the spot if you let out the door. This might be something significant. Hey, that's something pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What's this? What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I just bought $50 for the cheap. Where do you get this at? I always buy it by mail order. Down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Is there something you need to go to? It's that Mr. Edge of the Inquiry Committee should be getting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. Might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? It says nothing but no problems. Hey, it's Mr. Edge talking. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. That means when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later. I suppose see what Edgeworth has to say too. guest. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? Yeah, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. White. Has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The roof is on the other side, Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealed evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You're lucky this time. Again. Again. I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Said the prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the case over to the police department. Police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All wrong. I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A look of ID card usage. Ezra, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I has to go by Chief Gant, no less. You want a rescue case that looked like half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. It was solved, right? It would have to be the evidence. Chief does not want to explain. In any case, if they understand it, I brought this back here. I asked what kind of case it was. I can't say. But it has nothing to do with this current case. Now, I'm curious about that other case. Better make it honest. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. The right amount, I guess it's from a nosebleed. A nosebleed. Maybe in his wrath? Decides to slap someone for the incompetence? Does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? some information already, right? It has to do with that case you were on, the SO9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SO9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. And my crew was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. You're the top officer. It was my first time working with it. I was nervous. You get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I want to know, why was it deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I was slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wants to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid. Oh, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We're the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and those fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. I'll give these to Detective Gumshoe as well. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Wright. I seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here is in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use a secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. And you can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Now it's time to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? The X button. See? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess, huh? How do you do that? The triangle button. Excited by now. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks fun. My six getting used to now. It's fine. Don't go up your nose or anything. Just put the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprint, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. Ah, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this fingerprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here! Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem the same. Alright, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Look at the locker door again closely. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yeah, print's so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. But there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess he's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from the search warrant. Point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Aha! So those prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. Guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. We got it from the reaction, right? Right! There was a pamphlet here. Okay, let's try using this. Oh, I'm sparkling again. Okay, let's check the prints. That's the spirit! Oh, I have to warn you about something first. What? Area with the blood was wiped away, right? Now we haven't provided you using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. That means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, you must try to find prints that won't wipe away. Prints other than the ones under the bloody hand. Hey, these fingerprints, who are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? This got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in this crime. Emma. This is sadly different from the technical. The luminal reactions. Blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. We have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. And a wiped bloodstain. Why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. You'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it.